Afternoon, folks. Brian here, Geomagnetic Earth Watch, Sunday, September 15, 2024. It's an earthquake report for the extreme north end of the Cascadia subduction zone off the west coast of British Columbia, Canada. Initially coming in as a 6.6 earthquake, initial depth at 33 kilometers, which would put it at the plate interface at the subduction zone. These numbers, of course, are going to change as they always do. We have three buoys in motion, not, I repeat, not as a result of any tsunamis. Let's take a look at them. Let's refresh this first. I've seen this happen many a times. Here's our three buoys. So our epicenter of our earthquake is right here. That is our epicenter. This is the extreme north end of the Explorer Plate. The Explorer Plate is one of three plates comprising the Cascadia subduction zone. The Gorda Plate to the northern end of California. Wanda Fuca Plate, the largest plate from southern Oregon to halfway up Vancouver Island, and the north connecting plate is the Explorer Plate. So once again, our epicenter is right here. I'm going to go through the timing. So our earthquake was at UTC time 22:22:47 UTC. One moment. So at the same time as the earthquake, our first buoy goes into motion. This area is a history. This is the Explorer Seamount. This is a very large submarine volcano. Very, very little movement. So this is not, I repeat, not a tsunami wave. This is a movement of the ocean floor. This is standard wave height. Then the next buoy, right at the very corner of the plate, this one goes into motion at 22:31, so 7 minutes later. And then this one, well away from the Cascadia subduction zone, goes off a minute later at 22:32-45. And again, very, very little movement, or pardon me, wave height. A few other things. Earlier this year, so this is the Explorer Seamount. Earlier this year, this is right here where we had a record 3,000 earthquakes on a single day, smaller. To give you some perspective of the size of this underwater volcano, it is the same size as the entire Greater Vancouver Regional District. Vancouver all the way down to Chilliwack, and so forth. And that's how large this seamount is. So our second buoy, right here at the corner of the plate. One moment. So this is the Cascadia subduction zone. The next thing to note, 1 or 2 days ago, one of these buoys in the Gulf of Alaska went into event mode in the absence of an earthquake. Again, because of motion of the ocean floor. The buoys are anchored to the ocean floor. So if there's going to be movement of the ocean floor, subsidence or uplift, that will put the buoy into an event mode. The antipode for this earthquake is going to be between Africa and Antarctica. It'll find the point of least resistance, a path, which will be this fracture zone. So expect an antipode response between 5.6 and a 6.0 in this area here, but probably along this fracture zone here. There were some precursor events. There were a series of earthquakes right along here before, smaller ones. So again, our epicenter right here. So our epicenter right here, you notice we have no buoys activated here, but we do here. Why? The mantle plume below feeding the Explorer seamount, that's why. Which is why there's only just a little bit of a jerking motion on the ocean floor. So we'll keep an eye on this area. So there is no, out of precaution, they will issue a tsunami warning notice. There will be no tsunami. I've seen this happen many times before. That is all for now.